Welcome, Hannele Korhonen. It's so beautiful that you're here. We're going to have a reading together for the public to show how field reading works. And thank you so much that you are doing this. And because it always means to be quite open and share things that people usually don't share. So thank you so much for being here. And you are actually the first for this new format. That means you are also setting the energy. And we've been working together for quite some time now. And I appreciate your energy so much and your whole being and the journey with you. So thank you so much. Would you like to introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and whatever you want to share before we start reading and before I ask you about the question that you brought to the table for the field?
Thank you, Yvonne. I'm so honored to be here and be the first one in this new format. And I love that you are bringing this work that you are doing more visible. So important. And thank you for having me and thank you for inviting me. My name is Hannele Korhonen, as Yvonne said, and I can describe my work in many, many different ways. But I would maybe say that I help. I'm a coach and I work with innovation. So I help teams and professionals to be more innovative, which is a fancy way of saying that I help them to figure out improvements for their work and processes and documents and whatever they are working on. I've been working with lawyers a lot because I'm a lawyer as my background, but I also work with other professionals, and essentially I help them be humans, to bring the human element into their work. And yeah, and besides that, I'm also a business coach, so I help entrepreneurs build soulful businesses.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. This human side is something that's needed in many areas of life anyways. So have you brought a question for the field?
Well, I'm very curious to hear if there is information for my business and what would be my next development steps. Would that be a good question? Because we have been working together, I have had some quite specific questions many times, but I'd like to get like an because I have these different areas where I work in, and so I have like more maybe an overview or holistic view of what should be the next, or what could be the next development step for me
In your business?
in my business. Yes.
That's it? Or that's it?
I think that's it.
Great. Okay, so for the audience, if you like, you can forward now because, or use that stillness that's the first thing before every reading. There is the connection with the field. It takes some time and it takes about 2 or 3 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit shorter. And where I go into the person's field. In this moment it's you, Hannele, that I go into your field. And that's why I would like to have your permission to enter your field, because I never do it without consent. That's also important to know.
Yes, you have my heartfelt permission to enter my field. Thank you.
And Hannele just said something beautiful and important. It's the heartfelt. It's not about the words. It's about the energy, that we really mean it, that someone enters your field to read your energy structure. So, okay, and you can use this stillness by also closing your eyes, putting your the hands on your heart or into your lap, palms facing upward, and just feel into your body how it feels now, and use this time of stillness or forward to the spot which I will mark, where we start with the reading. So I can see you and your supporting energies, the spirit guides that are showing you by that are part of you, and showing happiness about this reading now about to happen, and your current moment. There's a lot of happiness in your current life, and it expresses itself by different kind of, and that's how the one is different kind of forms of joy and happiness. One is doesn't dance. One is just sitting down in sitting down in the like a kind of a lotus seating, and is enjoying the joy as a feeling in stillness to celebrate uh, this to celebrate the the deep feeling of joy and happiness by completely focusing on enjoying the feeling without doing anything else, by just sitting down, because um, because it's a feeling that needs to be celebrated. And the next one is dancing and jumping and clapping on the thighs and saying, oh my goodness, this is so cool, this is so cool. And totally ecstatic is the next one. So one is like dancing and woohoo and having the joy, and the next one is totally in like a trance. It's like in a trance and ecstatic phase um, where this spirit guide that shows that reflection of joy, the third or fourth reflection of joy, is not realizing um, anything outside, because it's totally uh, in her own world. So there are thousands of expressions of joy and happiness that you are running through at the moment, and you're not even fully aware of them completely. Although they are running through you and they are expressed like that. And there is a lot of joy in singing, in having to do with your child, in building up your business, in being in nature. There's so much gratitude and joy, and especially when these coincidences happen and when the fruits of your completed homework is showing, and it's many forms of joy, and that you're not completely fully aware of. And that's your current situation. Now your question is, what is my next development step in a holistic way in my business? This is your question. This is Hannele's question. What is the answer to that? So you do have these different facets of joy And this relates to your business and your private life. And when you want to have a holistic view onto your business, you need to holistically take in account that you have a family, that you have a certain set of values, that you have also certain needs for your soul and for your body. And looking at it holistically, you can't take your private life or your free life out of your out of the occasion. You need to also see everything holistically, because if you had a bad relationship, then you wouldn't be able to be completely there in business with joy. So looking holistically at it also means holistically looking at everything, at how the dynamics are in your family, how the dynamics are with yourself, in relationship with yourself, how your time with your body and the movement of your body is, and the nutrition, and your soul aspects, what are your needs, are all the wishes fulfilled, and the mental aspect, how are you feeling concerning mental load, or mentally, are you at ease? So everything needs to be looked at. And you can scan through all situations that you're going through in the next 2 weeks, from morning till evening, and note, like a scientist, make note where you're tensing a little bit. Like where do you feel a little tensing up, or like the jaw, or the way you tense up. Like these are just examples. And how and where is easiness, a lot of easiness, and where is a lot of, so it's important to look at the joyful sides as well, where's a lot of joy and where's less joy, and the at par elements where less joy is, can you bring more joy, or is there relaxation? Is there another value that's great, or is there some heaviness or tension, or negative thoughts, or fear, or worries? Is there something? And this needs to be cleaned up, and then it also influences the way you see yourself. It also influences the way you see your business. It also influences your whole life and brings also change into your business. And you ask for the next development step, and your next development step is to bring ease into all elements of your business that don't have ease yet. And also look at, which you already do a lot, and there's not so much to clean up outside of your business, where you can bring even more ease into your life. So, but you can focus for now, since everything else is so beautiful and at ease and in joy, and with a lot of gratitude. You can focus completely and not worry about the other things onto your business, concerning your scanning holistically. You can now focus on looking at your business in all kind of little microcosm spaces. When you look at your invoices that you write, does it widen? Is it joyful? Not because that it's an invoice, but is the design something that really opens up your heart and makes you smile every time you look at it? Is the branding joyful for you? Also look into the communication, how you communicate, the templates mainly, because the things that you write and keep producing are so beautiful. No need to look at that. However, when you look at templates that you use often and that you have maybe created a year or two ago, go through them again. Is there something about it that's not you anymore? Is there something that needs a little bit more love or ease or fun or love? And is there something that every time you look at it, you're like, oh, somehow, but it's very unconscious, it's not on the surface. It's not that you can look at it and say, yeah, well, everything correct, it's okay, and put it away. But really take your time to feel into that document and feel into the template. Is that still you? Is that the new you? Or does it need a little bit more sparkling you? How maybe there's a fear coming up, and then you're on the right path. So your next development in business is, and you asked for the holistic view. Your next development step is to, in order to have a holistic, your holistic view and your holistic work is to first scan everything in your life and then look into the microcosm of your work, into every kind of document, into every kind of template, into the wording, into the energy, how it really feels. Does it widen your heart? Also, your website, does it widen your heart? Does it make you smile? Can you say, yes, that's so me? And that's so different from the rest of all, because as everyone else, I'm unique. And your uniqueness, it's time to bring out your uniqueness. There are still some spots in your business that follow a certain structure of of who you're not that anymore. And maybe it's only to realize for now that it's not you anymore, even if you don't know how to change it yet, but to just write it on your to-do list of what to change. There needs to be changed, but I don't know yet. To also have the grace to just look at how it is without running and changing it right away, because it has to be changed right away. Give it time also. And you're doing that already. So your next development step is to look into everything, the structure of your programs, the way how people are undergoing your programs, the letters, the invoices, the website, you yourself, even your clothes, everything that has to do with your business. And don't worry for now about your family and surrounding and body and nutrition and everything that also plays in. Don't worry about that too much because that's fine. But not worry, but focus on about your microcosm of business. Why did this worry come out? So the second worry about was more meant more humorous, and at the same time, worry is still your driving motor, and that is also something that you can look at in where worry is also a driving motor in your business. So this is something also to ease and let go of. And this is the right reason, but it was meant in a humorous way. So there is no need to worry. There's a need to focus on your worries. So worry about your worries and go into every detail. And it might help that you make a list of all the things that you want to focus at and to check it off later on in order to not get lost. Because it's really, these are small, it doesn't open a big ocean of, oh God, then I have to change everything. Like when you look at your website, it's sometimes just a little thing. Sometimes it's just adding a bunch of flowers in your office, or hanging up or down a certain picture. It's about the little changes of love and ease and understanding where there is still some tension and uneasiness. And this is your current development step, because it looks as if you already started doing this. And it's the structure of your programs, it's the programs, it's the design of your programs, it's the mainly the graphics, because you do everything with a lot of care, and it's mainly to look into where there is still edginess, but on a very high and tender level. So it's not that you have, and it's mainly look for the old things that have been there for a longer time. Look into the microcosm of your business and look where it feels not at ease and not opening up your heart. And just okay is not good enough. It needs to be loved. Every part of your business needs to be loved. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I like my structure. So it's like these little, that you also know, these little changes when you press a button when, for example, when you are in a shop and online shop and you press the button and you buy something and you press the buy button. And then the answer is usually, thank you for your order. We'll be in contact shortly. And the love and fun version would be they press on a button and all of a sudden there's confetti and something, a fish swimming by because they bought a fish, or something is happening. And to make it beautiful and to even get there, make it beautiful with love. And this is your next development step. And this is all information. Could you relate?
Yes. Yes.
Are you already in that development step?
Yeah. It's so interesting when I said that I don't want to, or that I'd like to have this more like an overview or holistic view. And then what I really, really, really love about the field is that it always gives the details as well. At least I don't know if that is my energy, or but I always get these very precise things to look at. And yeah, I've been all this year I've been working on my brand and my kind of transition and developing my personal brand. And I've been on the fence of whether I should work on the website, or because it's okay and everything is okay. But then the field said it's not enough, is it? It's not enough if it's okay. If it's just okay, it's not enough.
Yeah.
So
I had no idea you were working on your, design. And
yeah, because I've been like thinking about it, but then putting it off because it's okay. It's just okay. It works. But I also feel that that is the visual representation of my business is really important for me. It's like it's a heartfelt thing for me, and that's yeah. Yeah, this is helping me to understand that it's not something that I can put off and then develop the business and then put off the visual things, because it's actually part of the core.
It almost felt like being in love with all details of your work. Like with what the name for the program is and what visuals are, and just like inner, like a little child's inner child response, body response. When I think of
Yeah, I was just going to say that I appreciate these very small experiences that I get when I work with other people and with other businesses. If they are if I can experience that they actually thought of me when designing this experience, all those nitty-gritty details that you think that are not that important, but then at the end these are the ones that actually create the kind of the next level experience. So yeah, I totally get it that I want to give that experience from my business to my customers, like this extraordinary. And it doesn't mean that it needs to be expensive, like expensive gifts or anything like that, but just the thoughtful, loving, this is for you, and I thought of you when I designed this program.
And it doesn't need to be perfect, you know. And it's so interesting when I can totally relate because my offers, they are called Frog and Flamingo, Soul University, Dragon, Phoenix, whatever. And it's when I think of it and you know, I tell someone, oh, you know, and someone bought another flamingo journey, you know, and how people talk about it. I want to keep my 3 frogs in my shelf. I want to not, you know, use them yet. And it's just so much. It creates so much more fun also, not only by me seeing that I sell frogs, you know, which is not frogs, but a reading field, right? But I talk about it. It already creates so much fun, and so I can totally relate to that. And what's also important to say for the audience is that this field reading, so you're a field reading expert, you've received many field readings, right? So what do you do with it now? And what is important, what to do with it now, with every reading? Would you recommend?
Well, it's like this tool that I get, very practical tool. I think most important thing to do with it is to listen to it. Some of the readings I've listened to, I mean, even the first flamingo reading that you did for me, I still go back to it, and you did that for me 2 years ago, because there's so much information in one reading that you cannot really hear or understand the first time, and every time you listen to it again, there's new information coming to your awareness. So I listen to it, and then because I'm a list person, so I actually run it through. I make a transcript out of it with an AI tool, and then I summarize, because there are practical things to do as well. Like here was the scanning the every action that I do in my business for the next 2 weeks, and all these practical homework that because that is then when I do the homework and when I listen to the reading, then that is the way I invite the change that I want, but that is also kind of offered to me with this reading.
Beautifully said. Yeah, exactly. Like every reading contains some sort of exercise, and it's always doable. It's always simple, but not always easy. It's always very simple, but not always very easy. And sometimes it's just looking at certain words. Sometimes it's but it's always something you can actively do, because if you as a human with, I'm just saying now that to the audience, I know you know all that. So everything that you if you choose, you are a human being with a free will. If you choose to invite change, then you can do it by doing the homework, listening to it over and over again. And I have people that I worked with. One dear flamingo came back after 3 years, and she says she has now in the meantime a new phone, but she still has the readings on her phone, listening to it regularly, and it's still unfolding. So you can use them for years, because they give you always a different perspective. And it's so interesting when your system is not ready to hear certain things, you're protected. It won't hear it. And yeah, and this is how to use these readings, yeah, to really have the, now I don't want to say result anymore, product, but, but yeah, to open up to even more opportunities and to even more easiness and joy and awareness, understanding. Yeah.
Yes, there's so much, and the change happens on so many levels, but it does show up also in practical life, and about the business, it does show up in money in your bank account even. So it's very, very holistic, the change that
Yeah.
then happens.
And more peace and more time.
Yes.
Right. So more relaxation. It's a nice side effect. Yeah. Thank you so, so, so much, Hannele. And maybe you want to also, when now someone watched and said, oh, I need exactly Hannele Korhonen, how can I? And how can I get in touch with her? How can I buy from her? How can I get legal advice, maybe in a very human way? How can I get in touch with her? How can they get in touch with you?
Well, you can find my website. It's hannelekorhonen.com. So there I will explain who I am more, and then about the services. I do offer one-on-one coaching and then group programs, and also coaching for teams. So all kinds of opportunities there. But I'd love for you to contact me, and let's just have a chat and then see how we could work together. I'd love to do that.
I put the website in the comments underneath that video, which I will probably upload mainly on YouTube. And so when you're watching on YouTube, it should be here in the comments now. And if you're interested in the field reading and for your business and for your life and for your overall easiness and happiness and more intentional life in German or in English, I also have, I work one-on-one, and I have different kind of programs. Not all of them are on the website. I also work with teams and with all sorts of people. So just get in contact with me. Also, this is below here. If you're watching that on YouTube now, it's below here in the comments. Thank you so much. You were setting the energy for this first episode of my new format, and I'm so happy.
Thank you. Brought me so much joy and relaxation.
Yes. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah. I was a little bit nervous for this first time. And yeah, and but it's as usual, when a field is involved and when you are involved, it's beautiful. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.